not going to be here long, but I must talk about the Laura Winslow situation. Kelly Williams. Um, you can see the picture in the background. She's changed. She looks different, and a lot of fellas, for the most part, are going out their way to humiliate this woman, as if as if she's supposed to still look like she was, like she did when she was in her mid 20s and 30s. Um, you know, I know this might seem a little surprising, actually, coming from me, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? Especially if you've been watching my content from the early days, like, what we used to do, and sometimes I still got it. Sometimes I gotta, you know what I mean? Sometimes I gotta show them I still got it. But positive people must be protected. Positive people, humble people, good people, or at least, because we don't know her, as a matter of fact, but people that seem to put good energy out into the world must be protected. And I think there is a niche, there's a group of men, um, who love getting their views about, talking, about women either hitting the wall, single mother this, um, oh, you can't get a man now, like, and those topics can be salacious, especially if the person that you're talking about, seems to be disgruntled, or seems to be like an easy target. But what I see they doing to Laura Winslow, Kelly Williams, isn't that. You understand? Um, what I see them doing to her, or what I see them doing to her is making her the butt of the joke, and acting like she's supposed to look a certain way, and that's a very dangerous narrative. Um, because when you do that, it forces it doesn't nah, see it. I can't say it fucks up society. If it really fucks up society. Um, I seen a video that everybody talking about. Actually, no. First, actually, I was on Anton Daniels' channel. All right, and this is how I first heard about the situation. And one thing that really stood out to me when I saw him in the video is he refused to actually let the video play. Damn, I should do a real reaction to this so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. This picture you see behind me is a video. She's doing a video trying to support one of her friends, and he purposely did not let that video play. He let it play for like 2 seconds so that way you could see that it was a video, and then he stopped it. And then the lady said, one of the people on the panel said, "Yo, why don't you let the video play?" He was like, "Oh, that's not important." You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about her weight right now. We're talking about her size. We're talking about how she looks. But I'm smarter than that. And I seen the full video. And in the moment when I seen the video, I realized why Anton. I should tag this nigga in this live, as a matter of fact, because I'm actually I'm halfway a fan of his. So I'm just like, yo, that's some slime ball stuff that you did. Because if you let the video play, this woman radiates nothing but positivity in this video, literally. And like, it would be hard for you to talk trash about her if you let that video play. He's smart. He's smart. He can't let the video play because he knows he's about to say some foul, violatory stuff. And so he won't let it play. So that way everybody else can get on board. But if you actually watch the video, like, she's talking about supporting her friend. She's talking about being a community. She's talking about congrats, Sherlock Holmes. He's trying to violate. So if you let that video play, you see the fact that this woman is hard to make fun of and it's hard to criticize just because of her aura, her energy, what she's putting out there, and also like what she's speaking about. And to be honest with you, I think that's some slime ball stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing, like, and there's ways to say certain things. And I'm a firm believer. Just kidding, my man. Keep it up. You already know. Salute, salute. Um, I think, you know, certain people deserve it and other people don't. You know what I mean? Like other certain people, it's okay for you to clown on because they put that energy out there. You know what I mean? Like that's the energy they put out there. Like for instance, like I'm sorry, like Lizzo. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's okay to clown on her, but wearing what she be wearing, it'd be like, okay, I got something to say right now. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna put it in front of my face, I got something to say. You know what I mean? But this woman over here coming off real classy, coming off real humble, coming off real positive. You know what I mean? Like when I saw that video, I said to myself, yo, she reminds me of somebody. She reminds me of people that I know. You know what I mean? And I would hate for somebody to disrespect them, put them on Front Street like that. I think that we need to get back to protecting positive people. Not everybody is in the same realms of cracking jokes and all of that because we need more positive people. We need that energy out there. And so I saw fellas, there's just the men to be. Actually, I haven't seen. I'm the only person. I got a video right now on TikTok. This should probably be hitting 100,000 by the end of the night about talking about this, and it's just ladies in the comments talking about, yeah, we support you. You're right. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. Da da da. But all the actually now there's some dudes in there too. But what I'm seeing the fellas doing is disgraceful, especially with Anton. Like, oh God, so much acid. Wait, it's good that we have people like you. Exactly. Some, and you know what it is. It's really messed up because there's not a lot of people speaking about it, but the ladies. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, fellas, man, come on. You know what I mean? Like, bro, there's a time. There's ways to say it. Like, I see this video, and I think to myself, yo, like, a compassionate way to be like, yo, girl, like you need to be healthy. You too important. Like you too good of a person for you to be unhealthy. You remember? Actually, I used to say that about Lizzo herself. I'd be like, yo, she too face pretty for her to be that size or whatever. I used to say that or whatever. And the same way I can say that about her is the same way I could be like, yo, you're too, like, I can see it. I can feel it. You know what I mean? I haven't heard you in any controversy. You're putting out positive energy out there. Somebody like you don't deserve to be spoken to like that, spoken about like that. You know what I mean? And negativity, salaciousness, controversy, that's what people want to see. And sometimes it's okay, but when it comes to people like this, I feel like we need to pump the brakes. And I think we need a master class and how to be and how to have class. We need a master class in how to have class. You know what I mean? Like you can tell, like it's funny because I made the video that I made. I said, yo, there's no real positive way to say, yo, like you're a little bit bigger now or whatever. Like, why don't you lose some weight? But then I had to think about it. I was like, nah, there kind of is a way. Because if your heart and if your mind has the right intentions, it can kind of just flow out of you. You know what I mean? Like it can just kind of come out there because you're coming from a place of concern. You're not coming from a place of not critique, not condemnation. Oh my gosh, what's that word? It begins with the C. Condescending. You're not coming from a condescending place. You know what I mean? You're coming from a place of concern. And if you're coming from a place of concern, that energy is gonna move through you, and you're gonna say the right things. You know what I mean, or at least close to it. You're not gonna say. I'm not even gonna repeat what they said because, bro, like I don't want to put that out there or whatever. I've been growing for a little bit. Sometimes I go back or whatever, but I've been growing a little bit. And I seen this video. I was like, yo, she reminds me of somebody, man. Like, like, a lot of men, like, because a lot of women they like to talk about, yo, thyroids, hormonal issues, and a lot of men kind of hear that and be like, "Psh, whatever, you know what I mean? And I don't know how much of that is a cop out or not, but bruh, when you're 50 years old, 49 years old, bruh, you might gain some weight just based off of your metabolism being slow anyway. You know what I mean? I think that there's ways to talk to people about shit like that. If this person didn't ask for that, they're not putting themselves on Front Street. Um, then society shouldn't encourage being on. And that, okay, exactly. here's the thing. Society shouldn't encourage being unhealthy. And there was a point in time where um it happened a few years ago where like people were saying you remember fat phobic, no, not fat phobic, fat shaming. People used to be like, oh, you're fat shaming, and be like, nah, trick, like you about to kill, you about to have a heart attack right now or whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes we go to one extreme and then we go to another, but there's a there's a middle point. You know what I mean? There's somewhere in the middle where you can tell somebody, hey, listen, I'm worried about your health. You know what I mean? And like, yo, oh, you said thyroids? I don't know. Was you diagnosed? What are the solutions to that then? You know what I mean? Because technically, all you got to do is just burn more calories than you take in, and then you lose weight. You know what I mean? So it's just like, how do we get you to burn more calories? You know what I mean? But sometimes it's just like some people need to be left alone. Some people don't ask for nothing, and and you not commenting on her weight isn't promoting unhealthy behavior. You understand? It's not encouraging unhealthy behavior by just listening to what she has to say and taking it for what it is and moving on. You understand? You can acknowledge the fact that she looks different, and if the weight issue is the thing that pops up in your mind, is that if that's the first thing that pops in your mind, that's fine. That's fine. But now it speaks to you as how you move with that information. You know what I mean? And when you can't control, it's like that's all. I used to say this joke. I used to make this statement all the time. It's like, yo, bro, if you got a small peen, and all the and people, all the girls just talking about that, like it's gonna feel some type of way. You can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, why hurt somebody's feeling that's doing nothing but putting positive energy out there? Like that really bothers me. You know what I mean? Like positive people need to be protected. Positive people and that's why I had to make that video, because I had to change the narrative a little bit. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is bugged out. This ain't like she's not putting herself out there to be judged like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like I found that shit to be real disgraceful, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I saw that live he did, and if you don't agree with them, they call you a fascist or fat phobic. Now that's a fact. Shaking my head. Now that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And like I said, it doesn't need to be one extreme or the other. There's a soft spot in the middle where you could tell. And like, you know what it is, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Like, women are more emotional. You know what I mean? They feel that a little bit different than men do. You feel me? So if you're not trying to offend, don't offend. You know what I mean? Like there's ways to do it. Because if this woman passed away right now, if she passed away right now, everybody would be like, yo, she was such a great person. I remember this. Like old boy, the one that drowned from the Cosby show. Malcolm, was that Malcolm Jamal Warner? Yeah. Like everybody's like, oh, so sad, da, 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 da. You know what I mean? But it's just like if you know that's what really matters, if you know that's what that person, that's what the impact that person really had on your life, then why would you focus on her weight or the negatives about them when you know for a fact the way they touched you in your life is in a positive way? Why not give positive people that grace, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? People who put positive energy out there should receive positive energy back. And I just hate the fact that this woman comes on camera speaking positivity, talking about supporting business, talking about supporting her friends, supporting her community. That's why Anton didn't want to let that video play. Because when you hear this woman and all her energy and all her aura and her glow and everything, her smile, everything she's saying, it's hard for you to say the things that you want to say. Or at least hard for you to say the things that he was saying, how he was saying it. You know what I mean? But when you remove that from that person, it's easy to talk about that person. But then what does that say about you as a person? You know what I mean? Get this man into politics. you're 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 biased. Talk to me. Talk to me. Um, so yeah, like, I seen that, man. That shit kind of like broke my heart. Then I went through like, all the feeds and stuff, and I was looking what people were saying. And I'm just like, yo, bro, that's all y'all got from that video? It's just sad. Like when Lizzo was big wearing a bikini, I felt like she was asking me to comment about her. body, to be honest with you. This woman got on a little classy dress, smiling, talking. Like, what is the need for that? It bothers me. Um, oh, I can't spell. I can't spell for the life of me. Based. Okay. Appreciate you. Um, yeah. So, you know, um, I just have to put that out there because none of the fellas are really doing it. And I know what it is too, because I click on the same videos. What's his name? O'Shea Duke Jackson. He posted a video. Actually, you know it's funny. He posted a video. Actually, that's a little bit off topic or whatever. He posted a video about this girl that I follow on TikTok. She follows me too, or whatever. And kind of like she was having a vulnerable moment or whatever. She was talking about how like, damn, bro, I'm 42 and I'm still single. I didn't think life would end up like this. I go to church and I be looking at the men in the church like, yo, like, why don't you want me? Or something to that effect or whatever. And, you know, he took that vulnerable moment of her, flipped it around, and used it to push a narrative of, single black mothers in the church. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody is already being vulnerable and speaking on straight, like you don't think she knows she's a little bit bigger now? Like you don't think she knows she's different? You know what I mean? I'm sure she reads comments. I'm sure she sees what's going on. But she decided to put herself out there. And I feel like when people make themselves vulnerable and kind of speak their truth or whatever, I feel like good people respond in positive ways. And I feel like um well, also, but you know what though? Some people are good, but they just want the views. They just want the clicks. But it's just like, nah, bro. Like, don't sell your soul for that shit. Like we gotta protect. Yo, bro. There's so many fucked up people in the world. Um, Now I gotta go now. Thanks for speaking your mind. You have gained a new subscriber. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all day. I'm not here for a long time either. Like I said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'll be on here for like 20 minutes, 17 minutes. So I got like 3 more minutes to go. Um, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, like pretty much, man, positive people need to be protected. Um, Good energy need to be protected because there's not enough of it in the world. And I know I'm talking like I know this chick, but I can only judge somebody based off of how they make me feel and what they put out into the world. And I haven't heard anything negative out of this woman, so how dare me speak something negative about her? There's ways like you could literally show love. Like remember our last stream, I was talking about how you could flip energy around, like trolls. You know what I mean? Or like people, talking ish or whatever. Like you can literally be like, yo, I care about you. What's going on? Like if everybody's like, yo, like, damn girl, like, yo, your skin is beautiful, but what's going on? Like, we care about you. You know what I mean? Like, what's up? And sometimes it's not even your business. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not your business. If they're not making it your business, sometimes you don't really need to comment on it. That's a fact. Like I used to make videos all the time of like, you have like a ratchet who's like doing something dumb, like beating on her baby daddy or stealing from the store, and I'm doing my comedy thing and I'm violating or whatever. You know what I mean? But that person's putting out negative energy. You know what I mean? That person's doing something to where it's just like, nah, I'm gonna critique you and I might violate you a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I think we should pick and choose. I think we should. Straight up and down. Like I do. Um, so when it comes to Kelly Williams or Winslow and all the big ladies out there, but that all the classy, well put together, positive big women out there who are about family and community, you know what I mean? Like we need more of y'all. Um and to be honest with you, bro, like I just want y'all to be healthy so y'all can be here longer. It's not about critiquing what you used to look like and what you look like now. People get old. You can't change that. And 50's not even that old, to be honest with you. Like now I'm looking at 50. Some 50-year-olds looking like 30. Actually, I got an Asian client. She told me last week, she said, I'm 50 on my life. I thought she was my age. I thought she was young. Actually, she looked younger than me. You know what I mean? So it's like some people you can't control how you look. Some people looking younger, some people looking older, some people gaining weight. You know what I mean? But for the ladies, a lot of that shit they can't control. So it's just like if they're not putting negative energy out there, Yo, bugging. I'm not even gonna repeat that. You got it, Dean. Shout out to the trolls, man. But anyways, okay, 20 minutes. That's all I got, man. I need to put my piece out there. Yeah, you a wild boy, family. But I appreciate y'all subscribe and all of that. I know I was just live. Trust me, I'm out of here. I was because I was cooking or whatever, so I ain't got nothing to do right now. So I guess But anyways, she's probably done by now or whatever. So I'm about to go eat. But I was like, let me say this or whatever, because this is important. This is on my mind. And I see the engagement on TikTok or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. People, I'm glad. I'm glad. People are like, yo, thanks for speaking up. I'm like, somebody got to. Somebody got to. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, man. Not everybody deserves it like that. We can pick and choose. And this is coming from Breathe Easy. This is coming from Breathe Easy. Anyways, I'm out of here, man. You know the vibes. Like and subscribe at the same damn time. Peace out, man.